Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into the next episode of our Let's Play Clash Royale series, finally upgrading our bomb tower up to level 3. We did face someone with level 6 rares inside of the last episode, so at least we can have a level 3 bomb tower there, which should take out barbarians among a bunch of other units. Let's go ahead and hop into a bear of battle, starting off with Irish Viking of Hail Hydra. And this one's probably going to be pretty tough. He is a level 7 while I'm a level 5. I opted to start with a knight. I could have played a bomb tower in the beginning. Normally, I won't start with a defensive card, but seeing as I'm under leveled by 2 levels, I might start with a defensive card in that case. And pretty much what you're trying to do when you're getting mismatched like this is to try to outplay your opponent by playing on your side of the map. You don't want to go crazy and try to rush them down because their card levels will probably be too much. But starting off, I'm just going to play a little bit of defense. Looks like he has this giant skeleton right here. Honestly, didn't even really need to drop those goblins. I could have let him blow up the bomb tower because it's really low on HP anyways. So looks like we're going to go ahead and swap right there. His archers are just out of range, which is a bit sad, but they should die to the bomb tower, and I can start making a push from the very back of my base. Again, in another circumstance, I might just rush down this right-hand lane, but again, got to be careful about his levels, and I'm actually going to go down the left-hand lane as he drops a giant right there. Okay, so let's see what cards he can counter me with. Looks like he's going to play those goblins, not going to work quickly enough. Notice how I played my prince behind my Valkyrie, or Valkyrie. You guys have corrected me in the comment section. It is Valkyrie. I will say Valkyrie from now on. I placed my prince behind my Valkyrie because when my prince charges up, he'll actually shove the Valkyrie down the lane. So that's just a neat trick if you guys have never done it before. But let's go ahead and play a little bit of defense. Gonna drop my knight right on top of that musketeer. Goblins on this giant who's actually doing an insane amount of damage after the buffs that he got. But still, we do have an advantage. 829 HP left on that top left-hand tower, and he only got mine to 1222. Of course, his towers in general are going to have a lot more HP because they're level 7, but still should be able to whittle him down. Let's go ahead and start off with a bomb tower right here to take out this giant. He's going to follow up with archers, which is a perfect play for my prince. He can stab each of those once to kill them. And then after they go down, he'll turn back to the giant and start making his way probably down the lane. I'm going to drop a musketeer, which just got wrecked. That was a terrible musketeer. Unfortunately, she isn't higher enough level to survive those level 7 commons. But anyways, gonna go ahead and play defense yet again. And his whole strategy at this point is just using the giant to push, because that's what's done most of the damage to my tower. I need to keep playing defense and wait for him to make a mistake. That's probably the only way I'm gonna win. So again, just letting my bomb tower defend. No need to get too crazy. I will eventually play my prince, knock out that musketeer. And now on the left-hand side, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go for the knight goblin push. Again, goblins behind my knight will shove him down the lane, and it looks like he's not going to play a response quickly enough, and that's going to be my first tower on the left-hand side of the map. At this point, just got to play defense, and we should be able to win this one. Looks like my musketeer is finally going to target his musketeer, another prince on defense, and with 3 seconds left, we managed to steal the victory with the knight goblin push, netting us a 1 crown to 0 victory. Not too shabby at all. Let's go ahead and check the trophies. We stole 39 trophies from this battle, as well as got a golden chest. Not too bad. So heading back to base, 1,513 trophies without losing. One more match against Teletubbies from BD Boys 2.0. And again, a level 7 versus a level 5. Got to play this almost perfectly if we're going to want a chance to win. Okay, so starting musketeer from him in the back. Pretty weird. I normally would have played my musketeer to counter, and as soon as he dropped that Tesla, I thought he was setting up for a mortar. So at this point, I'm freaking out because I don't think I'm going to be able to beat anyone with a mortar deck when I'm under leveled. I just don't think that's really possible. So gonna go ahead and play some defense against this giant. Again, that giant isn't going to do any damage to troops, so it lets me set up. Look at this huge army I've set up. Just playing defense for the last 30 seconds set me up with this huge army, and look as it makes its way down the lane. That fireball isn't going to do enough. My musketeer actually will survive. He must not have upgraded his fireball. And that's already the first tower down on the right-hand side with just one simple push. Again, fight on your side of the map. Make sure that you're storing troops up. Like if they drop a giant, which can't damage your troops obviously, then I just started stacking up my units that were attacking the giant, and it gave me like a 15 elixir push. eventually because of the fact that I was fighting on my side of the map, and just let me dominate the right side of the map, even though he did have a severe card level advantage. Okay, so it looks like he's going to drop some barbarians paired with that musketeer. My musketeer magically found that musketeer in the swarm of troops, and now we have a musketeer going down the right hand lane, and waiting for him to counter my musketeer, I decided to drop my Valkyrie followed up by the prince, and watch as the prince shoves the Valkyrie. He shoves the Valkyrie down the lane, helps her out just a little bit. That reached the tower. Fireball isn't going to help out against the prince. He's going to keep poking away at that tower as he drops the sad face and get it down to 103 HP, which of course is within fireball range for my level 3 fireball. Okay, so goblins did get a hit off. That was actually the first tower damage of the game that I've taken. And now at this point, I'm gonna let that knight run down the lane. One more bomb tower on defense. Normally on my main account, I would go for a 3-star or something right at this point, but not gonna really happen here. Knight ended up getting one swing off on the wizard, which let me fireball him and the tower to take them both out. And with 50 seconds left, Teletubbies is in for a pretty bad time right now as my Valkyrie starts hammering away at that musketeer. So fireball on the bomb tower, of course that's not going to work out too well. Looks like we can go ahead and rush the right hand side, and that should pretty much do it for this game. 30 seconds left. Even if he stops our push, we're still going to be able to win, and we have a pretty good push right now actually with my musketeer hammering away. We've got the goblins coming down the lane plus the fireball. That is probably going to do it for this one. 3 crowns against Teletubbies, a level 5 versus a level 7. Good game, well played. That will do it for this one. 35 trophies and a silver chest, taking us back to base again, still at that perfect undefeated record on our Chief Pat 2 account. I'm really dreading the day we play some level 8s. Let's open up a crown chest instead of complaining about it. Gold, gems, a zap spell. We haven't used the zap yet. 10 knights and 2 musketeers, followed up by another skeleton army. Means we're gonna have a decent amount of cards to upgrade inside of our deck. Okay, so nothing in our battle deck, but we do have that skeleton army upgrade. We've got the barbarian hut, we've got the rocket, we've got a bunch of different things that we need to upgrade. Let's go ahead and knock out that barbarian hut as well as the rocket. These ones are really inexpensive. Anything under 400 gold, I'm really not going to stress about upgrading right now. Just gonna keep upgrading the zap, and this will give us some XP to get us closer to level 6. We're only about 5.5 right now, which is pretty sad. We definitely have a ways to go if we want to compete with people up in Spell Arena, and even if we make it higher than that. So gonna go ahead and upgrade our skeleton army to level 2, give us 25 XP. Not the best card in the game, the skeleton army, but I've still seen many uses for it, especially if you play a deck where you try to lure out someone's arrows. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.